Oh, more
Okay.
ready checks come
Here
in.
we are.
Ah, we're into
We're in.
bans.
The timer is going down, so
What are Bergmans going to hit us with? They're
here
going
we
to come
are.
out the gate swinging.
The Kiana ban.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe they
right.
know more than we know. I have not seen anything to do with Kiana. I hope that this draft isn't as bugged as the last one we did. And these
So
are
that
actually
was their
bans.
different website. This one,
The Ivern ban,
yeah,
not surprising as well,
yeah.
seeing Bergman's new jungler,
Zyra taken off.
Repellent.
Couple of target bans here. Wow, they're
Yeah.
really targeting the mid lane. That
Yeah, I
is
don't know what. Again, these Vestkysten, very unknown quantity tools. We don't have a lot of data, but I'm going to assume Bergmans have some
They have
data
a
that we
new.
don't because these are wild bands.
They have a new
Ash left
mid.
open though.
Yeah, it's the new mid laner, so the target bans may be
Okay,
justified. Yeah.
perhaps. We'll see if Bergmans goes for the first pick. Ash, I won't be surprised. A lot of things compare with it, as we saw last time. Heimerdinger came through, but
Oh,
hovering the Rel, that would be very
Rel.
exciting.
I wonder if we're going to see a
Rel locked.
splash of AP, because I've seen quite a few
Okay.
AP Rels knocking about.
Rel is very exciting to me. I wonder if this is a jungle Rel.
Oh,
Have you considered this?
I
don't know
hadn't,
if
but
maybe
again,
just
another thing that I have seen knocking about. I've seen a few jungle
yeah.
Rels. Very fun.
Doesn't can't see any in the match history, but doesn't look like Living Proof's usual support pool. So we'll see.
Vestkysten has countered with a triple flex Poppy. This
Triple
could go in
flex Poppy.
one of 3 lanes.
Great in Terrell. It's
Yeah.
true. Just
Zaya
completely
also good
nullifies
into
their
Rel.
engage. Don't know how I feel about Zaya Poppy bot lane though.
Yeah, that's probably hit the nail in the coffin for the Poppy support, but
we'll see. We'll see.
never know.
If this is a rail support, it could be something like a Samira, very powerful with rail. Usually looking for those short range, high DPS, high burst AD carries. But there's the Kai'Sa we saw from Taylor.
Yep. Pairs really nicely with the Rel. Oh, is this going to be a lock in? It is
a Nico. I'm
Nico.
excited. Okay, Brainstorm pulling out the Nico. I assume it could be a jungle flex. I will say
we have a lot of magic damage on Bergman's side.
Yeah, I mean it's likely to be AD Kai'Sa, so there's still a lot of attack damage.
Yeah,
there,
it's not an unreasonable amount of magic damage. I'd like to see like a Galio from Vestkysten.
Galio with the Kai'Sa
champion. No, on the side of Vestkysten.
Oh, sure, yeah, no, I like that.
Hey,
Janna locked in there. Okay, a lot of disengage. I like that.
Yeah,
I like the disengage into stuff like Nico and Kai'Sa and Rel. Rel cannot play the game into Janna. It's an extremely hard matchup.
You've also
as
got
soon as she jumps in, you just double click Q on the Janna, and that's the engage completely nullified.
You've also got the fantastic scenario where Kai'Sa's forced to ult into the backline, and then Janna just tornadoes her away, leaves her completely stranded.
Yeah. Target ban's coming in now.
Meal taken away.
Top lane,
do you reckon Vestkysten are going to take away the Akshan? I don't think they can pick Akshan really with this team.
I mean, with something like a Maokai in the jungle, maybe so. You do have a Rel in the front line already. You have pretty good dive, so
could be.
I don't know. I don't like it so much.
Maybe a Sejuani in the jungle would be nice, but again, like
yeah, like to see Sejuani
or a Jarvan.
Big Jarvan player on. Yeah, I was going to say Jarvan player on the side of Bergmans Fisk. So I'd like to see Jarvan as well. Good setup with the Nico.
That'd be excellent.
Good follow up with the Rel. Kai'Sa can jump in after him. So yeah, Camille. I love the Camille takeaway though. The more I think about it, Vestkysten has really done themselves a good in there because Camille with Rel, Kai'Sa, Nico, the dive is just unhinged.
Absolutely have the ability to just delete somebody on the spot. I kill you, Appa. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very kind of you.
Nariban coming in against Brainstorm.
Slim as well. Got to say, thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Very takeaway.
Okay,
are they spelling something?
5...
I'm trying to. It's like they're spelling something.
I don't think so. They spell something backwards. There's 5 mid lane bans. Okay. Wow. Maybe they just have limited information as well and are just like, what do we not want to play against? Let's just get rid of those.
Honestly, I mean,
Nico hard to play against.
That's the strategy we used to win the last 2 Clash tournaments we played, isn't it?
This is true. Just get rid of things you don't want to play against and that would deny your own team comp and then you will flourish.
Don't target ban anything, just ban irritating champions.
Yeah, ban things that stop you doing what you want to do. Victor looking like it's going to be locked in.
Very safe blind.
Yeah,
considering
I
this
like it. It's a
Nico.
great blind pick. They've
Not sure
got
where this
already
Nico's
got a
going.
lot of good disengage on the side of Vestkysten. So playing at range, having those range advantages, I love it. Victor W extremely good at denying follow up. If a rel goes in, then Nico struggles to get in. If a Victor just throws down W and a choke and just walks away.
I've been watching a little bit of Whippo recently, and he did a video about
Yeah.
Victor. It's really interesting just to see just the
Ooh.
things you can do. Oh,
It looks like a Nico jungle.
Yeah.
Or a rel jungle. It could be Nico support. I'm not sure where these champions are going. I expect it's Rel Kai'Sa bot lane with
Yeah.
Nico in the jungle. It's mid lane Tristana.
quite like the
I'm
Malphite pick
excited.
here.
It could also be Kai'Sa mid with the static shiv. I don't know how much that's been hit. It looks like LeBlanc's still pretty good with it, so I'd assume Kai'Sa is as well.
I feel like the Malphite is a nice answer to all this disengage. Just to sit there and go, all right,
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, disengage this.
Yeah. A Mundo
Ooh.
locked in. Okay, so
Now this is the draft.
just the meat front line for Vestkysten. They have the Mundo, they have the Poppy. Great disengage with Janna and Zyril, and a Victor just to boot at the back to get the DPS down. I expect it will be a Tristana mid because that is a classic counter into Victor. You can really bull him in the early lane, get those
really
plays,
batters these control mages.
Yep.
The lines of scrimmage being drawn by both teams here.
I'm interested to see what pattern this Rel goes. Spider Lair looks like they'll be starting on the top side, so maybe 3 camp into gank. I expect Rel is one of these feast and famine junglers. If you get ahead, do great. If you get nothing done in the early game, you're just going to drop off a cliff. But Rel does have quite devastating engages even into the late game, so brings that value at least.
Got the top side leash as well, which I think is good considering that Malphite has no agency in that lane as it is. So you might as well sack a few, like the early XP, just to give your jungler a nice leash. It's really a heavy leash as well here. Yeah, I got the zoom.
The zoom.
Zoom's
the zoom
going on, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so glad we figured that out.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah.
Nice.
Looks like they might be leaning mid lane with Spider Lair. If they are going for a 3 camp into gank, but it have to be a dive with the amount of push this Tristana has, so perhaps not. A bit scrappy in the bot lane. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Gotta say, I think Glacial Augment is busted on Janna. It's early level 2.
Okay, big damage coming onto Anhoro.
Is that to blow the flash?
Root. Blowing the flash. No cleanse, by the way, on this Zyre as well. I guess you have the ult to deny anyway, but as you may have noticed in previous games, I'm a big fan of the cleanse. I guess Bergmans comp not very easy to cleanse with the amount of knockups they have, to be fair, so maybe it has less value this game.
Yeah, I think given that you can't cleanse Relul, I think it's a little bit more difficult to work around it.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand. We could have possibly seen like the barrier. I think barrier's quite unused. It's got some definitely good options, but then again, when you're playing Zyre, you have a lot of defensive options with Gale Force and your ult as it is.
Definitely.
You're not normally hurting for ways to survive a fight.
True. Mundo, one of the few champions you see start Reju pendant as well. Reju.
Yeah.
I've not seen that in a long time. That's like a throwback to season 3. Getting a bit bullied in this top side for now, but usually it's to be expected with Mundo. He's more of a scaling champion, which is unusual. You wouldn't think that looking at Mundo, but once he hits that level 6 and starts getting those levels, he becomes a real menace. Brainstorm hopping in onto Vadrix, getting some good damage down with the E. Has the tempo stacks. Vadrix taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. Gonna live
little
on.
bit chunk there.
Flash forward though on living proof. Anhoro's no flash. Big damage in return though onto living proof. First spot goes on to Anhoro, trader back. Gibberish may be in trouble now though from Taylor. Taylor's got the damage with the W.
Oh, we got a fight in the top side as well.
Fight in the top line as well. Dr. Mundo taking a big chunk. Poppy may be looking for something. Not sure they're going to be able to get anything on this Malphite though. Flash still available. Trader kills in the bot lane, but Anhoro getting the first kill. Actually, Gibberish got the first kill, never mind. So it's actually going to be an advantage over to Bergman since Taylor got the kill. It's gold where you want it.
That's what you want to see. Slight CS advantage on the Kai'Sa as well, so that is stacking up. Going to start to become quite the terror. Vadrix not allowed to reset in the mid lane as well. Brandstrom really putting the hurt down on him. Going to be able to get a
pretty hard.
match reset off now.
Quite hard to reset, honestly, against this Tristana. If you stand on the tower and they get that wave in, the E splash damage can cancel a lot of back, so you've got to stand.
You can't even realistically stand next to your minions because of the E splash.
Yeah,
catch you.
absolutely.
Looks like Spider Lair is going to bump into an unwanted visitor in his jungle up here.
Or I said,
Poppy there about
to steal
oh
away
no,
that first respawn on Gromp. Maybe just being able to get out. We'll
Ping's
see.
not going
Spider
down.
just...
They didn't see.
They're spotted on a ward though, Spider. Looking for this top gank onto Mundo. He does go where he pleases, though, still has that passive. Has the E, flash forward. I think Kate Crows looks like he should be dead here. The slow coming through as well, no passive, so it should be an easy pickup for Spider. There it is. Thorisay might be caught as well. Good W to cancel the rel. I think they're just going to have to run for this, though. But
That's a lot of damage.
That rework. That's a lot of damage. Rel does a lot of damage. Great predict from Spider on the flash. Gets another kill. 2-0 now on this Rel.
Wow, the Aftershock putting in dividends there. That is a lot of damage from that.
I've never seen Rel do so much damage these days.
Wow.
Very impressive from Spider. Did you see the predict as well? The flash? I'm sure it was a predict.
Bergmans have just got this thing about getting these junglers that just do mad work, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, Poppy had nowhere else to go apart from maybe flashing over the wall. So Spider knew they couldn't follow over the wall. Thought if they're gonna flash, they're gonna go up. They're gonna die if they just run anyway. So great predict there.
Brandstrom going for another reset, but it looks like Vadrix is gonna stop him again. He's got the TP still, so Vadrix tanks a tower shot. Stacking up a nice big wave, so he should be able to get back in time.
Yeah. Brainstorm in a little bit of an awkward position though. As the TP, he's going to have to push this wave out unless they're going to lose quite a lot. Both supports using the top side.
I'm not sure of the breakpoints in the mid lane of when... Because these are both such hard pushing champions, but I'm not sure when it gets to the point that one out pushes the other.
Tristana is always going to get the push, I think, in this game. She's going to play for play. Oh my
god!
I didn't
Rail
see anything
solo kills 8 crows in the top lane.
What happened there? I don't even know what happened. Oh my god.
It was a flash ult. Oh, we got a kill in the bot lane as well.
Double kill in the bot lane. I don't know what's going on.
Wow, yeah. I'm trying to keep up, but there's just a bloodbath going on across the board. Well, sorry about that.
Getting big advantage. Plate's going down middle as well. Brainstorm and Vadrix scrapping. Don't think any kill's going to come out though, but Brainstorm getting a lot of damage onto Vadrix. And another plate. That's 2 plates already at 6 minutes. So...
Oh, I know the problem.
Already a 500 gold lead for this Tristano, even without the kills.
There we go. Let's crank that minimap. Oh
my god. Thor is there, looking like they're in trouble. No flash, so probably going to go down. Might be able to run, but Anhura already trading back onto Living Proof again. This side, there's so much damage in the early game. Brainstorm Wing in. Big damage onto the Xayah. No, also easy kill, and Dribberish might be in trouble now as well. Can get quite out, but not quite enough on the ult. Just gets away with a sliver of health. Another what was that, two kills over to the side of Bergmans. They're running away with this game. 3,500 gold ahead at 7.5 minutes.
Bone plating diff. True. Man, this Poppy bringing the pain.
Rel. I think you mean Rel. Poppy less so.
Oh, 8 crows.
Her own pain.
8 crows has been caught out by Rail the Mail again.
Hey, he got. If he was looking for the blue, if he gets it, doesn't have the ult though. Maybe just being run down by this Malphite. We'll have to see. Poppy comes to the rescue. Hero Poppy, but maybe Thorisay's in trouble as well. Rail the Mail already has a lot of damage.
Go for that Thorn Mail first item. So
off armor. Thorisay playing a little bit of 2v2. Thinks he's the plant priorities here.
Brainstorm's coming.
Brainstorm's leaving as well though. It's just a permanent fight in this river. Thorisay might just be.
Oh, but he gets the E.
E is just going to kill him. The slow death. Oh, wow.
You hate to see it.
Good timing from Brainstorm to get that E down. That's a 2-0 Tristana in the mid lane.
That is a static shiv finished on Kai'Sa, so you were right. Static shiv
there
gonna be the move. Makes up for that wave clear. Wow.
Wow. 4,000 gold lead for Bergmans already. Just putting down the damage that they need to.
The problem is here that Vestkysten didn't realise the Malphite, the Mordekaiser counter to Malphite.
Oh, true, yeah. Looking for fights in the top lane though. 8 crows might be going down, but they disengage just as the Poppy appears. Might be a little too deep though. These pair have a surprising amount of damage.
I think Thor might have saved Rail the Mail there because he was tanking tower. And Thor pushed him out of tower range. No, he saved his opponent.
Spider with a little bit of a spam. Oh, saving his opponent. Yeah, perhaps, yeah. Didn't clock onto that, but good catch.
So, answer me this.
What? Sorry, just pointing out the stack shiv on Tristana as well. I thought it could have been because they had
just because Tristana doesn't have enough wave clear as it is.
Yeah, they had the what's the component called? The old mythic item component.
The
Called
yeah,
the AD
yeah,
carry one.
the quiver.
Yeah,
Noon
they
quiver.
had that in the item, and I assumed that was going to go into Kraken Slayer.
Kraken
Yeah,
Slayer.
Noon Quiver, that's the one. But actually, goes to the Static Shiv.
So what do we think
Didn't think it was
about
worth
the
mentioning.
scaling options for these teams? Who do you think wins out in the late game if he
I
gets
mean,
there?
I think the scaling options, the scaling is going to go towards Vestkysten. They have a Dr. Mundo, they have a Victor, they have a Janna. The problem is they're so far behind right now. They're going to have to concede a lot and really try and slow this game down. If they're ever going to get remotely towards these 30, 35-minute mark, they're going to need to get to before they start getting ahead again.
Flash from Anhoro.
Flash blown on Anhoro. Great little E coming out of Living Proof, but yeah. A
Rel
lot of pressure being
jungle.
put on this bot lane.
You love to see it.
You do love to see it. Plate's going over to Malphite as well. I know Mundo's quite weak in the early game. Looks like he's going for a Warmogs first as well. So it's completely normal on Mundo.
That's Heartsteel.
Oh, it's Heartsteel, of course it is. Of course it's Heartsteel.
He's gonna bring the bonk. We got something going on bot lane.
Looking for a play on bot lane. Finds
Spider's
gibberish.
just in.
I mean, look at the red damage.
Oh!
It's just disgusting. Kaiser flies in.
Brings the
The
Kaiser.
general not enough to save. Might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is a 3v2
and
between
Horace here.
towers. Living Proof has moved, but isn't level 6.
Oh.
That's a shutdown onto Vadrix. Re-engage from Spiderlair, though. Might be catching. Brainstorm's here, has no W. The flash into the wall, you hate to see it! Spiderlair still gets a kill, gets a double kill, should be going down. It's a shutdown onto Anhoro. Living Proof gets locked up so the ult can't connect, and
5
is that a 2
and
for 2?
1. Yeah, yeah.
Man, 5 and 1 on
5
this
and
row.
1
Already
on the
something
rel.
completed on this 11-minute mark.
Brandstrom's looking
Rel
for
is
more.
running away this game. Brainstorm, though, just fighting in the bot lane. And Anhoro's probably going to go down. The
Oh.
W reset coming in from the E takes him.
Doesn't
Don't
let the
think they're going
slow.
to get the kill into gibberish, but man, it's just only fighting from Bergmans, and there's just not a lot Vestkysten can do about it. They're between 2 towers.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Man,
But we did get a
If,
shutdown onto Anhoro there. That was quite a
this
decent
is
amount of
true.
gold.
it's closed the gap. Still 800 gold behind Taylor, though. A lot of plates going down onto the side of Brainstorm in this bot lane as well.
Ooh.
I will say, I think Vadrix picked up a shutdown because they're only 600 gold behind this
Yep.
Tristana now. 10 CS up as well, so
Oh, Spiderlair's going to find Matrix. It's the
1700 gold lead on this rail. You can see it in the damage. Look at the damage. It's absolutely disgusting. Taylor getting an
It's
easy
just with the
pick up there on
spam as
Vadrix.
well.
No flash on this mid lane. It's just
Oh.
too easy for the rail.
Man. Do you remember when Rel came out and you were determined to make it work in the
Oh,
jungle? Looks like
I
now's the
know.
time.
Now's the time.
Ooh.
I played it once and it was disgusting that day. And great cancel on Thor, but was
Takes
a
some
steal
blue
from
and gets
Spiderlair?
out. No way. Just the ultimate
West Tyson
disrespect.
they just cannot move in this game. It's just a complete roll. 8crow's been bullied in this top lane. Gets chunked to
He's running him
third health by
down.
Rail the Mail. Bergmans
Oh,
aren't
it
giving us a
ults
chance. Mundo goes where he pleases though. Gets the
Trying to
pick from the
beat him
passive.
down. It's a
Looks
trade
like
of
the ult's gonna be
ultimates.
enough.
Oh, the clonk.
Heartsteel stack available.
The clonk.
Maybe too scared to get it.
Come on.
Another dragon
Give us the
going
clonk.
from-
No. I
Another
zoomed
dragon
in for the
going over to the
clonk.
side of Bergmans. I saw it. It was very nice.
Rel isn't irrelevant. Thank you for that, Rach.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you.
Very
Brilliant.
nice.
Excellent.
That's a
Very
quality
good.
meme.
The kappa.
The Kappa
God.
face. Gotta love it.
Right. So while nobody's fighting, just for a while, to put this game into perspective, Bergmans currently have a 7,500 gold lead. They're 2 dragons ahead. It's not even crested the 14-minute mark, and they are 14 kills in. So over a kill a minute for the side of Bergmans. Rail and Eldar might be in trouble though. Thor is there, gets behind. 8crows has no ult, could be in trouble as well.
He's blown the ult as well. He doesn't have it available.
Spiderlair is here to cover though. I don't think Poppy has any damage at this point. Level 7 at 13 minutes, not very many. It's a 5-man top. Or 4-man top. 8crow's just... Is he going to just die to the tower?
Just die to the tower.
Kill over to Rail the Mail. Thor is there. Who are you going to give the kill to? That's the question. The spam's coming through. It's just not fair.
Smited away by Spiderlair.
Smited for the kill. These guys are just so far ahead.
It
I don't
is
even know what to say.
quite disgusting. This
Subdued.
is what people in the business call a trouncing.
This is a trouncing. That's what they call it in the biz. I'm sure I've heard Quickshot say that before. He loves those words.
This is an absolute trouncing.
Yeah. Vestkysten might be able to get a bit of a trade back in the bot lane on this tower. Get some good damage down onto it, but I don't think they'll get all of it.
Got to be said. I know it's been really difficult for Vestkysten, but 7 vision score on your support. That's...
I mean, it's not great, but it's very difficult for them to move anywhere. And
I'm giving them a leeway because of how difficult it's been with the entire enemy team between their tier 1 and tier 2, but
very
still.
difficult. And with the Scry's Bloom as well, probably not getting into much range on these wards. It's just been permanent fight. There's not been a lot that Gibberish has been able to do.
Not really what you want to see.
Some champions, though, jungle and support, these roles do suffer from when your team's not doing well. They do badly, but Thor, good cancel again on the W, might be able to live here. Pop Blossom thrown. Thor is looking like they're just going to be able to run away, actually. Vadrix popped a stopwatch meanwhile. Brainstorm taking a lot of damage down in return. Good disengage from the Janna, but they're just in trouble. Rail the Mail with the flank.
Oh, Vadrix doesn't know he's on a ward.
Gibberish with the flash mover as well from Rail the Mail. Gets the kill. Brainstorm could be in trouble. Ghost available from the Mundo. We'll see if they pop it for the chase, but Spiderlair just being a menace.
Might be in a bit of trouble
Slowed
here.
down with the double being used. Big shutdown would go over, but Rail the Mail's currently just blowing up the backline. They can't even get close. Can Crow get the kill? He can't. He gets the Tristana ult.
Oh.
Way, there's nothing they can do.
Spiderlair lives on
such
one.
a menace against this backline. He's just 1v2 in his Malphite.
You love to see it. The big beefy boy in the top lane, the Rock, Dwayne.
The Herald going to get a second charge in top as well.
What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to play this game as Vestkysten? Oh, another Pop Blossom lands.
Another great pop.
No.
Good ult from Anhora to deny.
Angle?
Yeah, not
Angle
possible.
route?
Something seed, I think. I'm not actually sure. But Vadrix just looking to chase down Brainstorm. Could be fighting. Good damage.
If anyone knows the name of
Victor.
Nico E, let me know.
Tangle Seed?
No,
Something
Tangle
like
Barbs
Gibberish
is for
popping a Shirley's, by the way, in the top side, bot side. Brainstorm putting damage back, but Vadrix gets a shutdown. Great damage. This Victor, the only real thing keeping him in the game.
It's a flash for flash.
Despite that, it's currently an 11,000 gold lead at 16 minutes for Bergmans. I've not seen anything like this in a while.
Oh, we've got the Navori Quickblade's going to be coming out for
Spiderlair looking for it in bot lane.
He wants it.
Victor ult coming down.
Reinforcements.
Though, there's nowhere to run. Oh my god, the burst damage coming through.
Taylor just deletes him.
Can't Vestkysten get anything done
Taylor
here.
wants to fight this. He's got red buff.
He has the kiting. I think they honestly have the shared gold between them to take this fight. He misses from Zaya, so not too much
Janna
threat
Tornado kind of put the nail in the coffin for that engagement. Oh.
Even Taylor's
movement.
He does so much damage. 2.5 items complete on the Kaiser. It's no joke. It's kind of been quite a year in this game with 6, 1, and 5 on the Kaiser now for Taylor. No laughing matter.
Oh, the clonk.
Steal, there it is.
There it is. The beautiful
waiting
noise.
for it. I could hear it.
Yeah. I was watching, I was like, oh, I need to hear the clonk. So satisfying. Oh, Brandstrom's going in.
Oh,
looking to delete.
Just
He's
too late.
Dead.
Just too late on the W. There it is.
Gone.
The pop from the E. Brainstorm another kill over into their pocket.
Gonna be third Drake as well for Bergmans.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Vestkysten can do in this game is because they're so far behind so early, there is no Baron threat.
Oh!
W lands onto Vadrix though. Might just be going for the one shot with the Kaiser. They just running for their life.
He's got that Leandris, he just doesn't do any damage.
There's nowhere to get away. We've seen the 1v1 though. Has to but 3 Kaiser W snipes. I mean, what do
Taylor
you do?
don't miss. You don't miss.
Not a Heartsteel onto the Mundo, but I mean, if you do, Rail the Mail just does so much damage. 2 items completed on this Malphite. You're gonna start a siege onto this bot tier 2. Full AP Kaiser, by the way. Well,
yeah.
Pretty much with the attack speed to upgrade the E.
Crazy.
I mean,
what
it's no problem sieging tier 2, but okay, for a moment, no fighting's happening. So I will say, I say that as the top side. Rail the Mail's just scrapping. Thor is here.
But he's 3 levels down.
He has Jack Show. I mean, Rail the Mail, I don't think they
do
can
any
really
damage.
attack him. He has the Thorn Mail. Meanwhile, turrets are tier 1, tier 3s. They're going down in mid and bot. I mean, Rail the Mail just won't die. He refuses.
Oh, an enormous Pop Blossom from Nico.
It's just
Rail the Mail's still running them down.
Vestkysten. It's hard to watch.
Run, Poppy.
Rail the Mail running down Thor, gets the kill in the 1v2.
Oh
It
my
could be
god.
a 20-minute win. I think it is going to be a 20-minute win. 4 dead on the side of Vestkysten. It's just been an absolute roll. They might go pre-20 minutes. 1952 is going to be the time.
They got
An
railed.
absolute slaughter from the side of Bergmans.
Jeez. That was...
There we go. That's game 1.
That was quite an experience.
That was quite an experience. The 2 tanks taking
Goodness
over the top
me.
side is not what I was expecting.
Good old-fashioned League of Legends.
Hey,
oh.
one more. We hit 3/4 of 100, whatever the word for that is. So if you get one more follower, 75.
I'm at 76.
You're at 76?
Yeah.
Okay, only
We're
24 more.
We're also, in pick band, by the way.
We're at pick band on Sarah. Sorry.
Yeah, they're
okay.
blazing
Rel
through it.
immediately locked in first pick again.
The same bands from Bergmans, by the way.
On the side of Vestkysten. Vestkysten has decided to pick up the Rel. So, flipping the tables, perhaps we'll see the opposite draft here. Hover and the Kaiser and Bergmans, maybe throwing it back to that.
Just to point out,
go.
Spiderline and Rail the Mail got a tied vote for MVP.
Tied vote.
2 votes each, so...
I guess we'll have to give M and a slash to one and another slash and a P to the other.
Absolutely. Kaiser looking to be the response.
Yeah, there it
Very
is.
good.
I wonder if we'll see Kaiser Nico again. Nico obviously a flex.
Maokai. Huge fan of Maokai.
Yep. He engages, he disengages, he's a front line. What can't Maokai do?
Wakamaka says no. I actually didn't notice the poll. My vote is on Rail. So Rail Mail, MVP of game. It's been decided.
There it is.
Chat has spoken.
Rail the Mail.
Who am I to disagree with their superior wisdom? So Spider-Lair didn't tie, in fact he lost. Yep, I agree.
MVP of game 1, Rail the Mail.
Just how it's got to be.
I think for the 1v2 at the end, just the unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Actually, I might add.
And it's already been proven that Spider-Lair is apparently a fraud, so...
There it is. Zaya
Camille!
Responded.
Let's go!
So the Camille locked in, Zaya Rakan. That does mean it's going to be a Rel jungle once again, just on the flip side.
You know what?
I like it.
I didn't have 2 games of Rel jungle on my bingo card today.
That wasn't on a bingo. You have a lot of bingo cards, or is it just a really big one?
It's just one really big bingo card.
Wow, you could just keep adding. You could have had this. You know, you just got to put all thought into it. But I like the Camille being locked in. Good response into the Zaya, even if she ults, there's no way she can go.
The problem is that every square on my bingo card is just pick Mordekaiser. That's the problem.
Right, okay. Mordekaiser response.
So almost nothing is on my bingo card.
Yeah.
Jax ban,
But,
Ari ban.
that being said, if they pick Mordekaiser, you complete all of bingo and you win.
I just win bingo.
So you just win bingo. Who knew?
Although I would not like to see the Mordekaiser picked into the Camille here.
No, not a great matchup. I mean, it's okay.
It can
it's
be
not too
okay,
bad.
but
it's a bit of a 55-45
It's
matchup,
so volatile.
But, I like the Jax ban on the side of Bergmans. Jax obviously a great answer into Camille. Has the counter.
They're going for the same bot lane, which I respect.
A couple of target bans coming in from Brainstorm as well. The Ari and the Tristana, big champions for them.
Nico, yeah. I think it's much more difficult to play around the Rakan now, but again, you have those getaway options. You have the Nico clone. Kaiser's E gives you so much movement speed.
How do you join a team of Grandmaster? I can put you in touch with people who would know, but I don't know personally. We're just casters. We actually don't know much.
Grandmaster 1000 LP. This guy's an absolute champion. Get him on a team.
Who knew? Get him on a team.
Get him on a team
straight away. Cast.
Yeah. Just play all 5 accounts at the same time.
Here it is. Looks like Vestkysten now opting to just pick good meta champions. Wukong already locked in. Great pairing with something like the Annie.
Again, look at the
would be happy to see that.
Burst.
The Yasuo would also be excited to see that. Would mean very limited magic damage.
Katarina!
Let's
get
rid of those, 'cause Katarina. We did mention it briefly.
And previously.
Mid laner is a Katrina player.
What a pick. So... This.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vex. Oh my. Right. Well, if I've ever seen a counter pick, it's now.
What an absolute turbo pick into Vestkysten there.
Katrina jumping in with Vex. You just hold the fear, hold the W. As soon as she does it, you just can't move.
That is a counter to everybody but Zaya. We're in. Get that zoom out.
Currently you're on... There we are. Right.
We got,
count me in. I'm at 24, so count towards...
25, 26, 27...
What? Your stream's so far behind.
29, 30...
Okay, hang on. Now you pause for 2 seconds. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37,
Yep.
38.
We're in.
Nice.
Rail
We're
the
in.
Mail
We're
is
locked in. He's
it's a
going
nice,
up deep.
nice deep ward there. I respect
Did
it.
get spotted. Did not get spotted. I like
He's not
it.
got an ability
It's good
queued,
information to
so
have.
worst case scenario, you can pop a point in the E and
Yeah, I'm gonna look what
send
that's
it
called
backwards.
right now. Hook shot, not
Hook
slingshot.
shot, yeah.
Man, I was so close. I was this close. I like the early ward though, particularly in something like a Rel jungle. I don't think there was level 3 gank last time, but Rel is really good on these early ganks. With
There was a hover
the
top
engage
side,
from
I
the
believe.
W. But obviously Malphite,
Yeah.
Malphite Doctor, they're pretty difficult to gank on both sides.
Not particularly anything you can do about that.
Yeah.
Taylor and Living Proof kind of looking to poke their head into Tribush
Yeah,
there.
not
Lands the
actually,
ward.
I don't think Anhuro actually spotted that either, so
No,
they will
'cause
get the
he
ward down on
He
notice.
left before, but Gibberish is not going to spot
Yeah.
either, so.
There it is.
Full vision bot side.
So, Rail going to be starting top side.
The
This could
early,
mean
the
one of
early
two things.
Tribush
Go-
ward
go
is
again.
kind of nice because it'll still be up. Actually, no, it'll drop by the time the gank time comes around, right?
Yeah. It
Little
looks
bit
like
too
going into
early.
Gromp though, into Wolves. Not going to be leaning top side with this Rail unless there's some kind of level 2 gank. We will be spotted out by that ward.
Not
and
a
they'll
fun
actually
matchup in the
started
mid
there,
lane.
so... No, not for the early game. Katrina struggles early in most matchups, to be honest. Particularly ranged ones. Some scrapping in the bot lane. Level 2 coming through early for Bergmans. Bit bullying down onto the Gibberish. Kaiser does a lot of damage early.
Yeah.
For some reason, her auto attacks just seem to do loads of damage.
Two
Tons
games,
of damage, sorry.
Two
Tons of
games in a row with the early level 2, so they've definitely played this lane enough. They know how to maximise their opportunities. Oops, Spider Lair's on his way topside. No ward for 8 Crows. He's got to try and get the...
Great E from Rail the Mail.
Ooh.
Catches him off guard. I don't think 8 Crows is expecting that. Even if they flash, they're going to be
It's a
dead.
death.
First blood over to Rail the Mail. It's an easy pickup. Great hook shot coming through from Rail the Mail.
It's just
You have to
nothing.
imagine 8 Crows might have been better Wing a bit earlier.
Just notice
Seen
as
that
well,
come out.
8 Crows doesn't have flash.
Yeah. Does
So,
not have flash, no, has the
there was-
ignite, so...
There's no way to get away from that one.
Yeah. Oh, true, yeah.
It's an easy
Fighting for the
takedown.
1v1. Has 2 dashes in the kit already, so not super important on Wukong, or
Ah,
less
but you
important, I should
can't
say.
escape with Wukong though.
You can't escape, no. But I mean, you have the engage and the disengage with the W, so it's not super important.
Matrix.
Taking a bit of poke there. You can see the matchup. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it in a nutshell. Nice little route coming down to Tenhoro, but
Thor Acer is here. He's got double buffs. That ward has in fact timed out in the tri-bush, so any action down here, but
yeah.
Spider-Lair's
be
close
spotted now.
enough.
I don't know if he wants to be face checking this. They already know they've walked towards the river, but not be able to take that ward down. Could just be a 3v3 in the bot lane there. They're squaring up for it.
Reaper did time out, so that ward is still active.
Lorisay going for it. Has the engage. Misses the W though. Spider-Lair
Taylor
going
is
in. Big damage
untouched.
down to Gibberish.
Ah!
Taylor no longer untouched. He's just battering Gibberish though. Gibberish
Oh!
flashes but still goes down. Spider-Lair in trouble though on the Thoris Air.
Oh,
In
and
the Dragon
Horo!
Pit.
And Horo fails
Thor
his flash
takes him
over the
down.
wall.
Re-engages. He wants more on Living Proof as well. Has big damage on the rail, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Brainstorm's here with the roam first, so 3 for 1, or 2 for 1, sorry, in the favour of Bergmans. Vadric's just a little bit late on that roam.
Thor Acer did pick up the kill there onto Spider Lair, so a little bit of gold in the pocket of the Rel. Not too bad, but unfortunately, Anhoro whiffed his flash a little bit trying to chase down Taylor, who's able to heal and just run away. Would have been nice if they could have equalised with a 2 for 2, but take what we can get. Anhoro does live with his life. Live with his life. Yeah, that makes sense.
Looking like a looking like a bit of a rough matchup so far in the top lane. Rail Mail making advantage or taking advantage of the meal passive. Wukong obviously only doing physical damage, so can really lean into that. Oh, flash forward from Rail Mail as well. Recognises there's no flash on the Wukong, takes him down immediately.
Kills him.
Just gets him. I guess the Wukong W is down. Gibberish might be in trouble now, though. He's just getting flanked from all sides. Has the W to escape. Should be fine. Rakan obviously quite a slippery champion.
Just to be said, that's what 300 games of Camille looks like.
Yeah, for sure. Just see the window, kill hero.
Yeah.
First dragon looking like it's going to be over to Bergmans. 1800 gold lead already for the side of Bergmans. So
Not insurmountable, but it's
not
starting to
insurmountable
lean
by
that
any
way.
means. Yeah, not the way Vestkysten were hoping this early game is going to go, though, with Rel, Wukong, these early game champions. They will spike in the middle game, though, I will say. So, come 2 items, or 1 to 2 items, if they're even in gold, you'd imagine they're favoured, at least on paper.
We get an interview with the fraud afterwards.
Perhaps we'll see.
Spider the fraud.
We'll see.
He's speaking of Spider he's sat in Tri.
He's laying in wait.
He's on a ward, so.
Acro's walking forward. Rail the mail. Getting a little bit of damage.
Just realised the other downside as well is Wukong can't really abuse his passive in this game, given that 4 of their players are primarily magic damage, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make use of that.
Engage though in mid lane. Brainstorm caught. Great engage from Thoris there, and the Katrina ult does so much damage. Looks like he's going to go down. It's an easy pickup from Vadrix. I did not see that coming. Yeah. It's so fast.
He held his flash as well because he knew he wasn't getting away from that.
Yeah.
Can't get away from the Katarina.
Had the fear of Aloy, but I guess just no abilities to use it on. Maybe. Yeah. Oh my god, Ricard ease into the route though. Big damage down into the bot lane. Gibberish on a sliver of health. Looks like they'll get out to safety barely.
Vadrix is moving his way down, but he's going to step over a couple
Rail
of
Mail's just diving top lane, by the way. Resets the turret aggro with the ult.
Oh.
They just live. Goes down barely.
A decent shutdown over there.
Yeah, honestly, 8 Crows will take that. Does miss a huge wave, though, so going to be down a lot of XP.
Bergmans have noticed the Katarina roam, so not able to make advantage of that. Spotted her on the Scuttlecrab vision pool there.
Good cancel from...
Or doesn't know that Spider-Lair's here, I don't believe. Oh. Yeah, no, they doesn't know he's there. They're looking to go on mid lane by the looks of things.
Yeah. Just if it worked once, why wouldn't it work again?
He still has his flash, so nothing happening there. Spider-Lair just gets away.
Bot lane really takes some damage, just gets taken down, gets rooted and deleted by Taylor. Just having to hug the tower, get cancelled so many times on low health.
That Camille passive in the top lane is
that's what I mean. You got to play around that. Thoris there winning out on the smite on the chickens in the top side.
Spider-Lair's running down for Acer. Doesn't have his ultimate.
No, he's caught again in the bot lane.
Flashed.
Thoris there just in so much trouble. The Vexel connects. And there it is. You have to imagine Thoris there goes down, but he doesn't.
The QW.
Brainstorm misses both, but Rail Mail might be hit. Savager play also misses. It's a great escape from Thoris there.
Fancy feet there on the rail. Really fancy feet. Fortunately, Brandstrom just not quite landing the abilities there. Oh, it's an ult coming out from Vadrix.
In the mid lane. Honestly, playing this matchup relatively well. Playing around the Vex spheres.
Looks like we're getting the Divine Sunder on the Katarina as well, which I actually approve of. I much prefer that to the AP build.
Definitely.
Scales so much harder.
It does mean that you have slightly less damage split on this team, so I'd be worried a little bit about scaling, but it still does a lot of magic damage, so I'm not too concerned. Looks like Bergmans going to be looking for this Herald.
Obviously, with Taylor being 2-0 up ahead, it's got to be said he is he's 2 waves down on CS.
Yeah, this is true.
Not quite as many waves down as 8 Crows is, but
only 300 gold. Vadrix might be in trouble here though. Rail Mail popping the ult.
Hextech ultimatum.
You can't imagine Vadrix is getting out with this. Although I thought honestly the ultimatum might last a little bit longer, but living proof not quite in range. Good escape from Vadrix there.
Really nice flash.
Gonna have to reset though. It's probably going to be going to be another plate likely going over to Brainstorm. The Herald goes down as well, so we'll see where they drop that.
Got Dragon coming up soon as well, so it like Bergman's going to move down and prepare for setup for Drake.
What beverage are you taking in right now?
It's a Pipeline Punch Monster.
Not sponsored. Not
sponsored. If you'd like to sponsor me, please. Please, for the love of God, sponsor me.
Sponsor this man. Most of his money goes on monsters.
I'm an absolute
fighting in the mid lane there. Vadrix looking for the play. Diving into blind. That's a bold move, but Brainstorm looks like he might be in trouble. Spider-Lair with the ult. Great catch. It's just a turnaround. The Vestkysten were not prepared for this. Vadrix goes down. It looks like Thor might be going down as well. But Gibberish might be here to save the play. Has ult. Lands W, but might be just giving him over his life as well. Has no W or E.
He lands the knock-up, but there's no follow-up. There's no damage.
has flash, but you can't imagine they'd want to be using it here. It's just 2 kills gifted over to Brainstorm.
Rail the Mail kills 8 crows
Rail the
as
Mail
well.
solo kill on the top side.
Oh god.
30 CS lead at 10 minutes. It looks like we might be getting a repeat of game 1, honestly.
It is not fun. 4k gold lead.
4.5 even now.
4.5,
Second
yeah.
dragon going over to Bergmans. Just the stomp so far.
Rail the Mail really putting the hammer in the
Nora
nails.
captured by the root. They're just engaging on bot lane as well. The synchronization between Living Proof and Taylor is honestly
Unlike the
really
synchronization
impressive.
in your word there.
Yeah, all right. I'm trying my best. Okay, I've got a lot of words to think about right now.
Yeah.
To say a lot. I don't usually say this many
Ooh.
words. Huge chunk.
So
Comes down
much
to
damage.
Acros with the ult as well. Rail the Mail
Dead?
just makes it look too easy on this Camille. Thora said just not going to be there in time, but roam for Vadrix. I mean, what is even that hook shot? Who knew you could do that with that angle?
It's
That
so
is just
disgusting.
wild. That's
What
a
are
lot of
you
games on
supposed to
Camille.
do? Oh,
Pings of appreciation coming out from Spiderlair there on his top laner. You love to see it.
Spiderlair, of course, the fraud of game 1. Proving of
Allegedly.
the MVP. of
Somebody
game
else's
1.
words.
The views do not represent necessarily the views of Larry and Brian's casting couch or its employees.
Boris, being the good guy, holding the wave, setting
Gibberish.
up the freeze.
Oh, I thought he was going to get caught out there, but he can W straight over the wall. Sorry, he can grand entrance over the wall and grand exit.
Nice. Oh, ult in from Brainstorm. Vadrix might be in trouble, but Maokai ult somehow not connecting. I guess towers blocked that.
No.
Ah, I didn't think they did.
Just
But
must have
there you go. Yeah. Must have just perfectly
got the
sidestepped.
schmooze. Herald going down.
Herald go down in mid. Don't know if they'll get the full tower.
No wave,
but
though.
I like to see it going down before plates drop. It's just a free bit of gold in Brainstorm's pocket. That'll increase Brainstorm's lead to 1,300 gold. Should be able to get this mid tower as well with only Thoris defending.
Oh. Okay, they're just
There it
forcing him off. Just forcing him off. Taylor and been a one-man army down in the bot lane here, but he's putting the pain down onto Gibberish. Chunked him to half HP with just a Q auto.
It's got to be said, from seeing Taylor on the Ash in the first couple of games, they're really making Kaiser look unbalanced as well as Acros.
Oh, it's a dive in the top side.
It's a 3-man dive.
Good
Spiderlair
night.
gives most of his health
We got a
bar
TP
away,
coming
but
down bot side.
It's instantly into a TP flank from Brainstorm.
Oh,
my god, the flash W for the double fear. And Horo and Gibberish just have nothing to do. Where
What
is the
are you
counterplay?
supposed
It
to
just
do?
doesn't exist.
What are you
Just making it
supposed
look
to
too
do?
easy. The synchronization from this team is just absurd. Everything is just snappy and quick.
Yeah,
Adrian's looking for play on Living Proof. The ult comes down. Don't think they'll be getting much though there. Brainstorm should be fine as well. Throws the ult down.
Sidestepped by Vadrix.
Does miss. TP flank coming in from Rail the Mail, looking for more. Thoris Sail looking like they're in very much trouble. Great cancel there from Rail the Mail even. Stops the Rail W. Flash forward from Spiderlair. Vadrix also caught. Don't know if they'll have damage. Rail the Mail looking to die.
Oh,
Fails
the
E
Bramble
flash,
Smash! The Bramble Smash
is-
cancelled the Rakan W.
but- Wow.
That's a heartbreaker,
I mean-
that is.
What more can be said? Once again, 10,000 gold lead at the 14-minute mark. Bergmans just running away with this game.
Bergman's Fisk. I'm going to say it. They're giving them the Bergman's Fist.
Oh my
Just
god! Wow.
absolutely putting it to them.
Yeah. Each of the members, one finger on the fist.
Yeah.
Big old slap in the face.
And they're just closing their hands around this game and just strangling the life out of it.
Flashing
Oh,
in. My god!
cancels
the
a
fear
W
cancelling
again.
Rakan W. Wow! Who knew you could
Oh,
do that?
no!
They're not quite getting the range as well.
No!
Range's not going to escape with their life. It's so close, but yet so far.
It's heartbreaking when that happens. When you're just millimeters away from catching
Yeah.
someone who's got a 300 gold shutdown.
I'm sure I've played this game 100 times over.
Oh, and Horo.
On the blue side. And Horo, they're making the schmoves. I don't know if they want to be stepping up against this, though. Great hide on the Maokai ult.
What's the tangle bobs?
Well, Horo might
good
get them away, but
flash.
not quite.
Oh.
There's just too much damage. The lead is just too big. The wallet's too fat. Oh! 8 Crows just barely gets the tail up before he dies. But flash blown on Vatrix. Taylor looking for the 1v1 on the mid lane and takes it. It's not even close.
God. What do you do? How do you? It's wait,
It's a
is it a surrender?
surrender.
It's a
It's a
surrender.
surrender
Yeah,
vote.
fair
I don't
play.
blame them.
Yeah.
11,000 gold down at 15 minutes. There's no real coming back from that.
Wow.
Bergman's really showing them why they're the second place team in the league and not to be messed with.
Absolutely blasted.
5-2 now for Bergman, so looking good.
Looking good there, and they're second place at the moment, right? Or does
Yeah,
this
that'll
push
put them to
them?
first. The other team, the team that's first, I think, was currently 4-1. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with their game. May go
Brans
4-2, may go 5-1.
Brans
But
in the chat saying really enjoyed the cast. Thank you so much.
thank you very
Managed to
much.
enjoy the cast whilst playing. That is a
Yeah.
talent.
Is that
I
loud?
I mean, it's a
Anyway,
3 minute delay. It doesn't matter at all.
that's true.
You
But yeah, well played, everyone.
Yep.
Honestly, I know it sucks to get just beaten down, but you put up a fair fight, Vestkysten, and
Yeah.
there is a reason that we've heard from. I don't think it was Bergmans that told us that one of the best games in the league, one of the best teams in the league. They are second place and proven that they deserve the spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get
Really,
an interview. I'll see what I
really,
can do.
really good
You
work from
just
both
riff
of them.
for a
To be
second.
honest, like they gave it their all. Vestkysten obviously been on the back foot during this league, this split, but they're turning up. Like unlike some teams, not to name names, but they're turning up to their games. They're playing their heart out. They're doing their best. You can't go wrong with that. I respect that. Just noticed Brandstrom picked up the Medjais at the end there.
Picked up the major.
You
Can
gotta
we get an
respect that.
MVP vote again for that game as well? It was pretty brief, but we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see if the sentiment on Spider Lair
Brandstrom saying
continues.
if we can cast more of the games, yeah, we'll cast as many as we can.
Yeah.
More than
We
happy
are
to.
still gonna lean towards AG for now because they're the ones who initially gave us the opportunity. But whenever they don't have a game, we'll reach out to you guys for
Yep.
sure. And yeah. And if you play on alternate days, we're currently
Yeah.
casting Thursdays and some Sundays where possible. But if you have an alternate days, even scrims would be happy to cast those probably as long as the other team doesn't mind. Obviously, information being given away there. So
We're more than
yeah,
happy to
for sure.
enjoy the cast. It's just very entertaining. A lot of heart being put into these games.
Mhm.
You can't go wrong with it. Right, is that it? Are we wrapping up?
I think so. I'm just seeing if we can get an interview with one of the players. That could be nice. But I've not heard any response so far. So we'll riff for 5 minutes and see what happens. Brainstorm, if you're still in chat, just I don't know if you or some of the other players want an interview. If we could get one, that could be good. You obviously got to be cool and chill and not say
Nah,
anything too spicy.
you gotta go you gotta go wild.
Please don't go mental
Just don't
and
get me
say
banned on
controversial
Twitch.
things. Yeah, as long as you don't get us banned on Twitch, it's on
You're
your.
probably all right.
What's happening with this? Why am
I
I
need
getting
a
called like 1,000 times?
I need a landing screen for the stream, like a home screen. If anyone knows any graphic designers who are able to work for pennies or just
I
want
have a
to,
guy.
you've got
That may be a message it didn't send as
oh,
well,
you've
but I
got a
have a guy
guy.
for that. I have a guy, yeah, one of my friends from school. He did my channel stuff, so
If you can just throw together something. It doesn't have to be fancy.
we may be able to get an interview with Rail the Mail apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll see. It sounds. I think they've just gone to the loo or something, but we'll just hang in for a couple of minutes and just hang out. Maybe we can finish the Loldal.
We finished it.
We finished it.
We finished it. Yeah, we're there the whole time.
Was I?
Yeah.
I didn't know we'd done all of it.
You were there the
I
whole
thought
time.
that was. I thought there was like 6 questions on Loldal, isn't there?
Yeah, we did them all.
Okay, quick. We need three good. Think of 3 good questions. Because we
Just
are.
looking at the damage charts from that last game.
Mm-hmm.
12k damage
Yep.
from Brandstrom there.
Okay, looks like we're getting an interview with Living Proof, the support.
Proof the support, yeah.
Um,
Bringing the pain on the Nico. You'll have to do just add them on Discord and let them the call.
Mhm.
The logistics side
yeah,
of things.
I will do. I will. Bring them in. They're on. Let me have a look.
Crazy games.
Add them as a friend.
Please close all of these browser windows now. I have so many browser windows open. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I should
Right.
be able to.
I think I can add them to the call, can I, from here? I've not used Discord nearly enough to know.
It's the private. It's the private calls that.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I've got him.
Got him.
I think. So let's create DM, not add to.
You just add to DM. It's in the top right.
Oh right, it is actually that. Okay.
We're working on it.
Great,
We're working on it.
great.
We're both boomers.
It's just ended the call immediately. Who knew?
Oh.
I didn't know it would do that. Hello.
There we go.
Is this living proof?
Yeah, that's living proof.
It's the
Living
man,
proof.
the man himself, the Nico legend.
Yo, the Nico legend.
Yeah. Today, great games. Really great
Yeah.
games. Very clean.
Thank you.
You want to give us just a summary of how you felt about the games?
Well,
were you confident going into it?
yeah, we're pretty much confident. We have a new jungle as well, so we're still practicing stuff. But
really impressive from Spiderlair as well, honestly.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
So we're still trying to get some of the timings down and stuff like that.
Sure.
But otherwise, it was yeah. I mean, this game was sadly not as competitive as we hoped, but it was it was fun, but it was a little bit more all in-ish. On all levels, I think, all lanes.
It's got to be said. I know this is only the second time we've cast you guys, but your macro play is so tight.
It's really
that's what we try to tighten it down. Like it's this whole game is a team game. It's it's coordination between 5 players. So everything from back timings to whatever, like keeping the vision, keeping the Drake controls, and it's just as soon as you get a little advantage, you need to just choke the players out.
Yeah, the timing, like even just all ins. If one of the players sees a play and dives on it, it seems like players are responding to that in half a second as well, and just everyone's just on the same page immediately. It's really, really impressive.
Think of all the teams that we've cast for. I think you guys have definitely been the most complete when it comes to organization, macro control, like map control. It's been really fun to watch. Like,
that is
No, go.
No, that's what I mean. We're trying to build up. So now we have to build some what you call it, like new macro synergy with a new player. But most of us are aware, I think, of like how we're supposed to play. But it's like those split second calls. Those are the hardest thing to get good at in a short period of time is the team fighting, because it's like if one goes in and 2 of us missteps to the side while the engage happens, then you're going to be a slight second late, and then everything can be different. The engage could be good, but we are not exactly in position, etc. That requires a lot of time.
Yeah.
All of those
having that ability to know that your teammates will follow up and that they're on the same wavelength that you are, and it really showed today from that you guys, you're working as a unit really, really well.
Yeah, coming into these games today, obviously your first draft was very all in. It was very aggressive, a lot of engaged tools. Was that something you had planned coming in, or was it more we'll pick the rel as a flex and then kind of see where the draft takes you? Or
we wanted to try the rel. That was the thing, and then we knew we had to engage, and then we had a bunch of follow up engage. So all of us could basically go in at the same time, especially with Vex as well. Yeah. So you could see this going to be explosive. Like Kai'Sa jumps in, Nico follows up, Rel, etc. Or Malphite or Camille.
I really enjoyed the first game's draft. I thought you built it up incredibly well. You sort of rounded out all the weaknesses. Yeah, like to be fair, both teams were drafting really, really well. It was just
as much as the execution wasn't there for Vestkysten today. How do you feel about their response? You know, drafting stuff like Janna and Poppy, these disengaged champs. Do you think that's quite an effective strategy against you, or are you not really concerned about that?
No, not really. I mean, we had, like you saw in the first game, we could have flipped around almost all our champions. Even Kai'Sa mid, and Nico jump or whatever, or Nico mid, etc. So it was very hard for them, I guess, to.
I think these flex picks can be really powerful if the people who can play them are confident on them. I think it unlocks so much opportunity for you.
Are you a team that puts a lot of focus on flex picks? Are you all quite comfortable? You say you can do that theoretically, but are you all you're quite comfortable swapping all those picks around?
Yeah, we want to be able to swap everything around, so it's going to be difficult for future drafts of people.
G2 2019 springs to mind with the
Exactly. It's
five
gonna be
players.
Pike top.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Yumi mid or jungle.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be curveballs everywhere.
Going forward, are you quite confident being? I don't. Is it which teams haven't you played so far?
Played all of them
I'm
now,
not
right?
Have you
sure, right?
I think there's one more game to play against in the round robin. Actually, there's been because you're 4-2 now, so there should be one more team to play.
It's not Metal Knights though,
Yeah,
is
I'm
it?
not
'Cause they've
sure.
I think
dropped out.
they've dropped already, so
Yeah.
we'll look into that at some point. But I assume, I mean, after this statement game, I assume you're going to be pretty confident going into the next game. Is there any specific team you're looking forward to playing again come groups?
I'm not sure. I mean, we lost one game. It was a lot of things happening there, so we would want a rematch. We weren't on our best form.
Who was that against?
What were they called? Was it like
Is it
Was it
Valhalla?
Valhalla?
Oh yeah.
Valhalla? One of the Valhalla teams, right?
Yeah, sure.
They have several somehow, so I'm not sure.
Brandstrom
if it's
says that
Spear
you'd
or-
like to. He wants to fight Lager again. I know Lager Esports
Is
have
it Laga? Yeah,
Lager
maybe it
been
was those.
quite good.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the teams are good. I mean, for me, it's the macro and the pressure. You know, you can feel if a team is good by
Yeah.
how much they allow you to move around the map. That is a hallmark of a good team. Like if they choke vision and how hard it is to move, if you feel you get punished all the time. So some of these teams were okay, I guess. On
Yeah, I noticed
background.
in game one as well. You guys really choked out the enemy bot lane to the point where at one point
They could not play.
Janna had 7 vision score at like 16 minutes or something. She just couldn't step
Can't even
foot
walk and
out
stay
of
in
her
jungle,
lane. Couldn't walk up
No,
into her
it's-
own jungle because you guys were just there, and it was a real
Yeah,
masterclass.
we believe in absolute constant, at least in bot lane. But I think
aggression.
most people, like you shouldn't be allowed to breathe,
Yeah.
if possible.
Just as a just as a last question, is there any specific pick you've been maybe playing that you could tell us about that you're looking forward to playing?
You don't have to give away any
or,
secret strategies.
or even aside from that, just like a favorite champion that you like to play more.
I mean,
we
I
obviously see a lot of
I
Zyra.
was a previous mid laner. So there's a bunch of mid lane
okay.
champs that I've played, but I don't know how well suited are in bot. I think that most things could work.
You thought about bringing out the RE
push
support?
the limits. Yeah, like things like that could work. You know, they have the CC, but it's damage. You know, you need to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could build Everfrost in his ult in team fights and get the
It's
CC
finding
off.
the usefulness, I guess.
Exactly, you can find usefulness with a lot of things, like we've shown with some of the high level supports to play a bunch of things like carry, etc.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I
hope
there's
we
a
will
bunch
see.
of fun champs.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
look
good.
forward to a potential rematch with AG. That means we'll be guaranteed to cast that one, hopefully. So, we'll hopefully see you then. Thanks for the interview, by the way. This is the first time we've done one, so we'll
thank you so much.
hopefully speak to you again.
My pleasure. It was. You have. I love your casting. You seem to be
Thank you.
knowledgeable of the game, and you're happy-go-lucky. It sounds fun. Watching it is fun.
Good. Thank you very much.
That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Thank
really,
you so much,
thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you next time on the Rift.
Okay. Thank
See
you.
ya.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.